So we're calling today checkup day. And the reason why we're doing that is with all the stuff we've been doing on all these islands, moving things in and out, I've been noticing a few of my trade routes, things are just not working out. Such as this island is where I make my wine for the entire region. And I was overflowing with honey because I was sending not only the sandarak wood and the honey from this island to there, I was just maxed out on honey. So I deleted a couple of these. I think I actually stopped bringing over the honey from over here too. And now I'm to the point where I have no honey over here. So eventually, come on. I think I'm going to start running out of wine. And I'm also looking at the fact that my leather for my sandals is going down. So I just need to take a look. We're also olive oil. That's starting to really take a hit. So I really just wanted to go through, look at some trade routes, look at the islands, make sure I was getting what we needed, where we need it, before we have a huge issue. A lot of these islands don't have much in the way of space to build or people left over since we built all these massive fleets and armies. So, but then we have things like this.
When will those materials materialize?
So, what are you realizing now? Got an achievement
gives
for
you
9 events.
a games beyond imagination.
So we're gonna go ahead and Juliana's the one that matters most.
Flourish under the eagle's wing, Governor.
Fish is holding steady. We don't have much, so I think it's slowly trickling away. For something we've been making the whole game, it's kind of surprising it's not higher. So. Alright, festival can be hosted.
Instruction.
It'll end this one.
Done.
More happiness. Who cares?
Done.
Yeah, we'll do that one too. Alright. So we're just going to go through all these supply chains, make sure they're doing good. We're making a ton of oats. Porridge is staying up there fine. But I always like to check the actual inventory. Yeah, see. Oats is actually trending down. Which is weird because we're over on both those. And a lot of that's to do with research upgrades and also adding in the aqueducts over here. I don't want to get rid of any of the farms. I don't need the space. And it's going to give me like 4 people, so not really I'd rather have extra of that than have to mess with it. Same thing, the hemp went way up. Let's check how much hemp we got in the storerooms. That's maxed out. With that much coming out though, we're barely producing enough tunics. So, and hats. Sheep is maxed out, so we're doing good. So yeah, the hat's doing good. I might just leave that alone, but I do want to. I'm thinking I'm gonna add an extra tunic maker just to see if we can get ahead any on it. And there's a nifty spot right there. So I don't have any room left in the neighborhood to worry about it. That's all the tier 1 basic stuff. Everything for bread is still way overproducing, which I don't mind because that's something we're also sending to the other islands. And worst case scenario, we add one more bakery because we got plenty of the wheat, we got plenty of the grain and the flour. So track and find on that. Salt. I looked at the inventory, that was fine. Plenty of pigs. We're falling short is the actual leather being made. I'm not sure why it says sandals is good because that one, we're also, yeah, the leathers, we're going to run out of leather before, and then that's going to just trickle down in there. So we need to get a couple more leather makers going. which nobody likes them, so we're gonna stick them over here. Minimize the amount of hate and discontent they spread around. One thing that's going to do, though, is our salt was... Yeah. Is this our salt? We only have one salt pond, and it's held us this long. So adding one more is not going to be an issue. Not sure why these aren't snapping at least. Pigs are still doing plenty good. Leather that'll trend up. Then sandals, we'll be able to get another sandal maker in there once all the rest of it catches up. Iron, all the weapons is doing fine. The olive oil, we're producing 2 here. That's because we're importing the. Are we importing the finished product? Yeah. So looking at olive oil, we don't bring the olives over, just the end item. And that one's trending down. But I'm pretty sure the island it's coming from is fully stocked at just about all times. Yeah. So we have plenty in reserves over here. If we have to, we could just make more come across. So yeah, look, there's the problem with the sandals. We're barely keeping ahead of island minimums. So with the new leather we got coming in, we'll go ahead and throw in another sandal maker for now. Follow up on that later. Now wine, we're maxed out on wine. But what we're losing is it's the honey, because we're also making the tile, these right here, the writing tablets. So this is when things are getting muddy, when you got multiple. So we got a ton of wood, but we're no longer getting the honey from the other island, so now it's tanking and we're starting to trend down writing tablets. So rather than importing the honey, we'll just make more here. If I had concrete, are you serious? You have any concrete? I feel like I stole it and took it to another island, because I haven't built anything here in the hot minute. Alright. Not sure why it's set to 0. Alright, so whenever some concrete comes in, we'll build those. That'll keep the wine and the writing tablets on track. That was the main alarming thing that I saw, that and the sandals. Saw that they were trending way down because I had no honey. We're importing the flax, or well, the cloth, and the purple drank. Togas are still good, which that's a good thing because that's kind of vital. Let's see what our stock of that is going to look like. Yeah, we're maxed out on the materials and end item. We're importing the marble, some of the other islands. Horse is maxed, armor's maxed. Minerals. So we're getting our minerals and our pigments from up here. Let's see what their stocks look like. We have all the minerals. A little bit of pigment. Not sure why it resets it. So we do need minerals and pigments to come in for the glass and mosaic tiles. What do we have in our stock? Plenty of pigments, no minerals. So let's go to our trade route. That's from ponds. All right, so we definitely need to up that. And then we still want to keep some pigments coming in. But not that many because we're pretty full and they don't have a lot. This is one of those things I was flagging earlier. Okay, that's where we're at. You're making stained glass, but I think that's just to buy. Oysters are fine, so that's fine. Caviar, the oysters with caviar is good. Gold. Drastically down on gold. Not drastically, half. Check our inventory, and yes, we are out of gold. I don't believe, do we have? Well, we could make more gold here. We got one river slot open right now. Where are we tracking our gold from? I want to say it's coming from down here. This is our gold island. It has no more river slots open. No river at all. We have research unlocked where we could do gold on every island. We haven't messed with Latium yet, so we're not going to mess with that now. Problem is these smaller islands, a lot of them don't have rivers. Oh, so what does a gold washer use? Well, we got plenty of these guys, so... Alright, let's see if we could set up, what trade route do we have between these islands? Let's see if we can make some use of you. Might even be worth getting some more from... You do not have the population. No rivers. No rivers. I think you're doing fish, yeah. So we'll just have to see if those two new ones, and then... For the sake of it, we'll throw in a gold washer here too. So hopefully that'll bring in some more gold.
Signs of public unrest.
Sylvanium's got a fight going on. Everything else is imported from Albion. Just going through. Iron's trending down. Silica is for that. Limestone, because we're constantly making bricks. Everything else looks fine. We have enough of things in stock. Beer is just the constant headache, which we addressed that a couple episodes ago, trying to get more in. And then mirrors, which we'll also probably have to bring back up. If we look, everybody's got everything they want. We're not missing anything from any level. Alright, so main island's good. I don't know which route that it goes. So fish, porridge, tunics. Wow, okay. Oh, this is our new island. Okay, I was like, how is this thing that far off? And that's because we're building like madmen on this one. So go ahead and what happens when you got big kid money and lots of land to start building stuff. I have a warehouse on this side of the eye. Nope. That'll put porridge over the top, making plenty of hemp. Missing 2 spinners. Sheep are green, but hats are not. We're importing our bread, our sandals, and our olive oil for these guys.
As a mark of make and quality.
So the things we're making, we got enough of. We added more fish, added more porridge, more tunics, and hats. All the bread we could want. Sandals are trending up, and olive oil is maxed out. It's a very short path for that trade route. Imagine this island will max out shortly. We'll have to adjust those. Alright, next island. I know, thrilling episode, but this is just what we gotta do to make sure everything's going okay. Yeah, these guys are same thing, maxed out on bread. Sandals. If anything, we should start exporting sandals from here. Jeez. Oh, we're just a little bit low on all of this. You guys not made any gold yet? I mean, it's 8 minutes, yeah. That's going to be a very slow trickle on those ones. Alright, we don't have much population after switching the deities around here. So we definitely need to... Fish is up, good. Could use another wheat and another porridge. If we have room for that anywhere. Not what that was supposed to happen. Oh, because you're the porridge. Crap. Alright, so we'll do one more wheat field. Another porridge. Handy dandy road. Alright, we got wheat and porridge over now. We need a hemp and a spinner. That's... I'm not sure I agree with that, but okay. That is what the graph bar shows us, but... Why is that? Spy Fox. I mean, I agree a mouse and keyboard would probably be a whole lot easier, but yeah, we're trending down on sheep. It is most definitely a mouse game, and that was what it was originally done for, and then they ported it to console in 1800 for Anno 1800. I don't know if they went through with any of the other ones, but there's no gold coming out yet, and storage is full. We might have to start exporting some of these tunics to other islands for just to get through the. Oh, really? Yeah, no. 1800 was on console and it was on Game Pass on Xbox, so it was free. So me and some buddies, we hopped in and got it then. And yeah, been playing it ever since. So pawn census. Where's pawn? No, that's pin. Where's pawn? I need more trade ships. Could have swore I had a few of them floating around there.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Alright. So we will fill up. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's it's one of those things where it's that's just the flow of it. Like whenever I hit affiliate, I just did the basics. I didn't mess with any of it. To be honest, I'm not even sure how often they run or do anything. What else can I offer to these guys? They'll be getting beer from Albion directly. We're going to give them tunics. They make the writing tablets here. So short of just building something here for the sake of building something for them. Gambling? Do the forum, which gives it popular. Ooh. It's not pretty hike that, but population increase from that would be very beneficial on this island. Why don't you have any concrete? Where did all my concrete go? Alright, just nobody's selling it. That's just what happens when you kill everybody, I guess. Forum will give us population and income increase. I don't worry about the money because we're at like 8 million. I miss some of the things from 1800 personally, Spy Fox. Like there's no upgrading the ships. You're just going to be on sales all the time. Like I miss that from. There's no people cost for this one. Yeah, not being able to do the what's it called? Like get into steamships, that really sucks. I really miss that because these things are just slow. Yeah, Canada's pretty nice. Yeah, and then, and then I really feel like when you have, because I got a couple fleets. I don't know where they are. They're all down here. Like I have them all set up for arrows, and while it's not bad, it doesn't sound as cool as 30, 40 ships all shooting their cannons at the same time. Not sure why they're all straying around. Floating around, I guess. I don't know. See, I got about 40 ships now, and they're all arrows. Sounds cool, but yeah, the newspaper and being able to manipulate the islands. Yeah, that was a fun one. So we'll come back to that island. Okay. And are any of my islands just in good position where I don't have to mess with things? Yeah. So what are you guys missing? Nothing there. All right, that's
There is a shortage of
okay.
workforce in one of your cities.
Yeah, well, I'm here. It caught fire. That's what happens. Oh no, there's a fucking riot. Great. Well, please select. So, if I had a mouse right there, I wouldn't have the issue with it not working. Oh. There we go. I got the paddy wagons. Get those things fixed. Alright, well, I have to come back to this island because they're under an active revolt. So, poor oats is down. What do we got in stock? So I do like I did a whole episode on it yesterday on the religion where I went through and balanced out all the deities. So it looks like we got Neptune maxed out now, so we get his perk. Ships are 10% faster. Some of these islands that are still on Ceres, I'm going to have to take them down because I'm wasting almost 7,000, 6,000 population on one of them. If I were to put that over here on Mars, he'd be maxed out.
In your city.
We got a fire. Well, this is my new island. Yeah, definitely need to... How much? One tile, come on.
Done.
There we go.
If it must be anything, let it be this.
No defense pact for you. Festival for Antarium. So this is why I can't play. Yeah, no, it's not as bad as like, you know, Call of Duty or something like where, you know, you just grip it and want to smash it. But yeah, there are definitely times where you just want to fight it. Instant repair, why not? Okay, well that explains why they weren't getting enough oats. Something just happened there. Alright. And everything looks fine here once that rebuilds. Alright. Yeah, there is you. I don't know if you go into it, but if you go up here to your Hall of Fame, there are new soundtracks that you can. Whoop, wrong button. You can get them. I haven't done them yet. I'm not even sure. Adds a unique soundtrack to the pool. Yeah, I got the points. I don't know. I'll claim it and see if it changes anything. And there's another one over here. Huh. So I just hit preview on it, so I don't know if it's coming through the stream. It's whatever. I'm not even sure I'll notice it. But 1800s music was good. Like I'd have nightmares where that would be stuck in my head and I couldn't get rid of it. I was just sitting there humming the music all night until I finally fell asleep. Yeah, it's not anything special. Whoever they had doing 1800, maybe it's just the time frame that they're trying to stay period correct or what, but it was considerably better. I still have it. I went in and messed around with it the other day, but it's not the same. You know, and then being able to build on the diagonals on this game has been really nice. It's probably the #1 key feature that they added. Nothing's trimming down.
Cook 'em sardines, dripping with oil, picking me teeth with the bone.
Wait, was it? We're not making enough now. We could use one more hat maker. And of course, there's not a warehouse up here. I'll build one warehouse for that one building. Why not? Just money and people. Well, that pretty much circled around all the buildings, or all the islands here. We're sitting in a good spot. What do you barely use? I'm not sure what I said. We'll come back to that. This one. Kind of pretty up some of these as we go along. At least do the ground covering.
You vellum of impiety. What are you?
Well,
A philosopher?
bring it, bitch. Fight me. I dare you. I am waiting for the Emperor to not be mad at me so we could fight. Negative 73. I'm not ready to take on the Emperor yet. Oh, you never use the diagonals? Oh, see, like, I don't know if I have any good ones on this build, but like, just doing things like this, where you got these ones right here, and then transitions to another angle, and then wraps around. I don't know, I like being able to do that, instead of just having just a giant grid. I would like if they brought in stamps, though. Stamps like the PC players had in 1800. If they could bring that to Pax Romana and we could use it on console, that would be nice. Yeah, it's not. I mean, obviously, if you build in the grids and everything like that, but I try to give it a little bit of, you know, adding the trees and the flare and making things look a little bit pretty, so that way it's something. But yeah. Oh, trade routes all day long. Storage is empty. So I added another sandal maker here, and we still can't get enough going. Leather's still up. Pigs are even. Salt. What's inventory? I mean, I could always put a mouse and keyboard on here. I have one for my laptop, but you know, maybe I should do that and try playing this mouse and keyboard. Might do that one of these days. Just a USB mouse. Who's got some, man, I got sandal makers everywhere. There's no room up here. I wish they made this overview easier. I mean, that's pretty much the same as it was in 1800, wasn't it? I mean, once you understand, long as the green bar is longer than the white bar, you know. And then you got like these ones where it's the current and the potential, you know. So like the dark green is what you can actually, what you're making. The lighter green is showing what you could be making if I wasn't full, and then what the demand is, current and potential. So, I mean, quick reference, you just kind of scroll down. Long as the green is longer than the white, you're good. And then you also see, you can break it down by all sorts of things. the effects of what each one of these things giving you. Like
Your
it's
people are ailing.
there's a lot more to it than what I use it for, or what probably a lot of people do, but I can't have these guys going and dying, and I have no medical anywhere near, so it's not ideal, but whatever. We got the people, we got the money.
Know best.
Alright, Alright, I'll give him happiness, prestige, 2. This one just costs money.
As is
Sure.
your judgment.
We're sitting at close to $8 million, so money's really not a thing right now. Where are we at? 41 minutes. Yeah, yeah. They definitely could do something a little bit better with it, but it works, you know. Hey, I'll give you a loan. Like, I wish I could do something with it. There's just, at this point, there's nothing. I even built a ridiculous fleet and a ridiculous army. Like, all these ships are full of troops, and I was still, like, I think I went down to like $3,000 a minute by the 10 or 11 we were at before I built them all. These guys still have not sold me any concrete. Somebody's got concrete, and I need to go find it. You do.
Time flies, as do we.
Need to build a few things here, and I don't have any money. I don't have any concrete for it. No one's selling it to me because I keep taking over all the islands. All right, new milestone. Some of these Ceres islands need to go down, but I don't think. Nope, that was the one I wanted. Dang. How often do the ads roll? Honestly, I'm not even sure. This will give me Neptune. Neptune's maxed out. This island's got to change. You need to be Mars? I don't think I need that many. This would be a good size island. Lustrum is going to have to be you. There we go. No more ads? Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I really do. Yeah. So this island's going to be my floating navy right here. I'm going to put in a couple shipyards down here. I'm just going to see how many ships I can produce out of it. Where did I send concrete?
Neptune's finest.
All right.
Ready.
So all the islands are going good. Now it's time to start building. See, this is why I wish we could do the stamps. I mean, like, doing the copy and paste thing's not bad. Except when you do stuff like that, because you're on a controller, not a mouse and a keyboard. Did I build that one tile? I did build that tile off. Shoot. Let's see if it'll let me move it without screwing everything up. Nope. What in the... Alright. Man. Yeah, yeah. It's like, you know, it's gonna. I want to make sure I copy because. And you didn't keep them. Great. I did not check. Got fire here. Throw one up there. Police. That'll cover that. Where's the nearest? So, hospital here. Cover that gap. I'm telling you, like, I have an extra mouse and a keyboard, and I might just plug them into the Xbox and try that on one of these days, just to see, like, if not for nothing else, just for the game, if it's more, I don't know, friendly. Where's the last? I'm like, what's the worst? I try it and I don't like it for a minute, pause the game and turn it off. Yeah, because, yeah, sure, you know, if you want to use the proper terminology for the game, but I still call, like, these the hats instead of whatever, however you say that actual word. There's a lot of things I don't actually call what they are in this game because, well, nobody talks like that no more. Grammaticus. Like Grammaticus, who? Building a school. Like, sure, I'm sure there's some adult version of what I should be saying, but. Don't need, we got a bathhouse and a forum right there. Their range will increase when we get better roads. I got a lot of room down here for. We did got a theater right there. No, that's a temple. Oh, we did the forum over there. Okay. Have we done a library anywhere? Yep, got a library too. We'll figure out what to do with what we get when we get down there. We can at least fill out the rest of these city blocks. That is just a hat, yeah. I'm sure that somebody knows how to say that without sounding like an idiot. I'm not that guy. You're not gonna let me place any of these? There you go. There we go, okay. Ooh, when's the last? Oh, okay, I got one right there.
A decision. Your judicial
Decision. 5, -5. Award the land to the veterans. Well, of course. And to make Samper happy. Income -4. I think we're okay on that. I think we're okay on money.
This sardine and I, we're both very small fish.
Your people are ailing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that'll definitely make things a lot more difficult. So I have not added anything over here in I'll just throw you there for now. We'll make you more centrally located later. I just built a ton of people I gotta figure out. Yeah. Like 3 fish. This whole island's just gonna end up being tier 1 and tier 2 people, so it's gonna just use so many resources. And I don't know that I got enough farmland saved away for all of it. Or okay, one more porridge. Do I got a warehouse? Nowhere. Outside of streaming, I'm a dad. That's pretty much a majority of the time right there. Now I do woodworking on the side for fun. You know, used to play sports, but not so much nowadays because I'm old. Yeah. Dad is majority of the time. Navy stuff the rest of the time. That's my full-time job. That's what actually pays the bills so I can sit here and play video games all day. I only actually get to play while the kids are asleep like right now. Woodworking, whatever people want. I got a full wood shop, CNC lathe. If there's a saw or a sander, I have it. That's fun too. You just get to make whatever you want, whenever you want. Like, wife wants a new piece of furniture, she wants some shelf or something like that. Instead of having to hop on Amazon and buy some crap, I could just make whatever I want. That's probably the most fun thing. I like creating stuff. Man, we got plenty of hemp, but we don't have any tunics. Come on. Yep, so your mouse and keyboard would be real cool right there, right? Playing on PC would probably be nice too. This game really starts to struggle. That's good. Need another sheep farm. This is going to make everybody sick. All these sheep right here. This is not going to end well for me. I used to have a 3D printer. Actually, back in the days of fidget spinners, when those were cool, and before, you know, China and Taiwan started making them by the gajillions, I used to do 3D printed fidget spinners and all sorts of other stuff. I wish I would have had kids when I had that, because the amount of cool stuff I could have made for the kids by just spending a stupid amount of money on Amazon toys would have been way cooler. You need a better house with ventilation for 3D printing. I have a lot of coding projects to do. Yeah, the design stuff, you could make a lot of money, as well as it'd probably be fairly enjoyable, like as far as like designing, if you're good with the computers, doing all the 3D rendering and modeling in some sort of CAD program. I'd imagine that could be rewarding / fun. I don't know. Even if you're not the one making it, you could still make the files and people would be able to produce something with your work. You know, because I had a guy that I found on Thingiverse for 3D printing, and I was just like, hey, I need a fidget spinner that looks like Michael Jordan doing the dunk, you know, from the Nike Air logo. And he was able to 3D make all those in the computer, just send me the file. And, you know, I always sent him pictures, and he always thought it was really cool what I made with his hard work with my idea. It was a neat dynamic. All right, we're going to have to make more hemp fields. I just built two. How's that not? Oh, it's green. I've seen some of those guys, like, you know, I'm full on nerd, so like when I'm scrolling, like I get all the cosplay people and the people that do like the figurines for Warhammer and stuff like that, and I don't have the attention span for that, but the stuff that they come up with is really cool, like the way they do the modeling with the paint just to make it look like it's actually distressed metal and whatnot, just super cool. Me and my buddies play a lot of Destiny as well, and I've seen where Destiny cosplayers, those guys make some really cool the weapons from the game, and that'd be super awesome. I don't think I have the right attention span for that, though. You know what? Yeah. You give me a can of spray paint or something like that? Yeah, I'll make it one solid color, but the whole distressing it and making it look fantastic and realistic, not going to happen. So how far have you gotten in 117? Like, this is my first try going through the campaign and just seeing if I could take over the whole region. So definitely I've gotten almost all of Latium done. And when I could finally kick her out of here, then I'm going to try taking over Albion. And then at that point, if I could do it without the Emperor attacking me, then I'm going to move in and see if I can get him to attack me and then defeat him. I've seen other streamers do it. I've yet to mess with it myself. Oh, what's going on, Audie? Teal? Oh, you haven't gone far? I mean, the game really hasn't been out that long, and I was watching a lot of other streamers, and they were constantly having, like, fires and riots and stuff like that, and sure, they were far in the game, but I just didn't understand how they could not keep, like, if you look at the top of the screen, the health and the happiness and the fire safety. I say that as mine's negative right now, but, like, it's cool, but I just don't understand how they were running out of money and couldn't keep people happy and stuff like that. I say that right now as mine's starting. Well, on this island, it's not that high. Oh, pants and Albion. Yeah, that's always an issue there. Control Shift R. I do not, but I'm playing on console, so I'm not sure that's going to do much to help me out here. If you can focus on getting the aqueducts, that really helps with the fire. But if you actually just go up here, I mean, it gives you a breakdown of what's really causing a lot of it. And then the city size. So when you get to right here on the screen I'm looking at now, like Major City 9 is where I'm at now, there's already predetermined negatives that come with every bit of population. So happiness is the hardest thing to keep up as you build your city. And then health and fire. You get bonuses for belief, knowledge, and prestige, but you know, that's not what destroys the city, it's the other ones. So you really have to start combating those early, or they'll just compound and mess you up later. Yeah, you can't just build all willy-nilly. Like, you can't just have a massive city of people. You have to build all the support buildings, or it's just you'll never recover from it. Yeah, and that's the first couple playthroughs I did. That was the same thing. Like, I just couldn't combat it. Like, and if you look at all my cities, you're gonna see I don't have a lot of excess population at the top. Well, this one is because I'm literally building this island up right now. But a lot of these, you know, like they don't have any. That's because if you make them bigger than they have to be, then you have to fight all those other negative things. That, and I definitely went through most of these islands and sucked out their population to make ships and armies for my conquest. So, yeah. Well, Spy Fox, it's been good chatting with you, but that's my hour stream for today. I gotta go back on dad duty now. It was a pleasure, and I will see you guys next time.